Hello, welcome back. Last time I finished everything in the hold except for this one room, and these two that are not actually solvable, just because they're silly stalwart thingies that are just for fun, and are not actually puzzles. So, scrolls tell me that this unrequired room is really difficult and really long. So that's why I have given it its own video. So what am I going to do here? Where do I even start? I could start like this. That's an option. Do I want to? Beether strolled down the oddly placed stairs, then found himself in a small, dirty room. It puts him there. Okay, so I can exit easily. I can also still switch back to the clone. Waiting even a moment. Being there with the clone. Okay, so the clone cannot do anything whatsoever other than walk down these stairs. That's the only possible thing for it to do. Because those briars will instantly kill it if it waits even one turn. Stairs take me here for some reason. Yes, go away. So they allow me to kill that decoy. Why? Why do I care? Killing that decoy lets this roach survive for some length of time. Conquer token. Decoy potion. I see no reason this roach needs to survive. Was this a trap? Was this just something I didn't want to do? Well, it hasn't affected much. The only difference between the way I'm starting the room now and the way I started it before is with that decoy gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think is their influence range. Oh, I think I see why I might have wanted to kill that decoy. If I need this roach to not step on this pressure plate for some amount of time, then I can do that. So each one of those toggles... Those all have to be pressed. Those all have to be pressed, and they all toggle this. They're getting pressed by roaches from this roach queen. Okay. I can do that from here, can't I? Let's sit here for a moment. Let you do this. That's one. Wait a second. That's opened up a return path from that. I cannot do one more of those, or this will happen. Why don't I want that? Okay, so that blocks my way in, sure. Briars get opened, doesn't matter. Way into Briars gets opened. This gets opened, that frees the Ontlick, which needs to happen in order to get here. That closes this. So my tasks in this room. Kill Ontlick by opening this door. Okay, so step on this pressure plate. Use decoy potion to kill this roach queen, apparently, because I don't see any other way it's going to happen unless Briars can do it, which might be possible. Okay, so either use these... if a Briar root is on an east force arrow, I think it will still grow Briars here. I'm not sure about that, though. Oh, no, it doesn't, because there's no obstacle there. Okay, so this Briar root can never grow anything. Weird. That's bizarre. Because if it's trapped on this force arrow already, and that's a south force arrow, and that's a south force arrow, yeah, there's nowhere this Briar can possibly ever grow. Weird. Maybe if other Briars grow over to it, it will still contribute to their growth. That would be a thing that would happen. The only Briar that can grow freely, possibly, is this one. There's a bunch of orbs here that can be used to... Oh, okay, so Briars might be what hits this pressure plate. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. In fact, they definitely are. I didn't quite see when I was scanning this room that these are pits, so Beethro can't walk over there manually. Here's a trapdoor. Why? Why does this spot matter? Why does this spot matter at all, ever? because I need to move a roach in here. Okay, so this spot matters for moving a roach in here. I can use it once. That's not true. With the crumbly walls, I can use it all I want. Okay. Anyway, I'm in here. Do I want to do this now? Don't see a reason not to, especially, because that has no other effects. But having trapped a roach here... Okay. Okay. I am starting to understand, little by little. If I run in here now... If I run in here now, just like this... Oh... Right, the reason I need to hit that is because it's my only way in, because I can't actually take any other actions here. So I must do exactly that. Turns this into a Briar race. I don't like that this roach gets here. But maybe these Briars can take care of it. Oh, I have continual Briar pressure from this angle unless I can close that, which I can with this. So I'd like this to happen as early as possible. So I would certainly like to position a roach in here before I do anything else. Does it matter which one of these? I don't think so. Does not seem especially like it. It does matter, though. No, not that, no. I just want to see if any of these other doors have other interactions. But no, okay. So just any one of those will do. Fine. Let's make it the northernmost one. So that roach down there has moved by 1. Somehow I need to... perhaps time this better, because I want this door closed pretty much right away. What are you about, pressure plate? I'm supposed to prune this Briar and walk in there somehow? How could I walk in there? There's no walking in there. A roach needs to do it? A roach couldn't do it. I don't know what I'm seeing yet. Okay, so layout of this is pretty simple. Those are all toggles, they match the layout of that. Cool. I could start letting these Briars grow. What consequences would that have? This is opened with that. I wanted the roach there as early as I could get it. There's a bunch of trapdoors. What is up with all these trapdoors? Okay, so if I want to move that... What does this do? Huh. Huh. Some orbs have already been erased, so obviously I timed that poorly. Okay, Ontlik has done his thing. Oh, and that reopens that. What a jerk. Oh. So, and that's the only... Wait, what? How did this happen? This happened? Because that happened. Oh, this is complicated. Alright, so this does have a puzzle roll. So I can't keep this Briar shut off, is what I'm seeing. How do I prevent a roach from getting here? It sure seems like I need to, but it also seems like I cannot. Unless I enter from the north, which surely I cannot do. I can't skip that orb. I absolutely have to use it. Right, so if I race there, I get there, and the roach is there. If I wait for a roach, and put it in the northernmost one of these. Then what just happened is what happens. It's basically the same. Okay, fine. Well, I can slow these down by letting them grow into there. And those chambers to... well, that's okay. That trapdoor means I can't do that again exactly that way. Opening all those... I feel like I want that closed, maybe? Although I sure would like this roach to die. But I don't want you to die until all of those have been pressed. Okay, so here's a bomb I can use. What is the point of this? How could that possibly play any role in the puzzle at all? Oh, so this is suggesting that briars are in fact going to grow all the way in there. I want to drop those trapdoors to slow them down, probably. And, well, just prevent them from getting across there at all. Okay. And you need to live long and... Hey, wait. I never used that orb. I do that accidentally every single one of these, don't I? Okay. So I've already used all those orbs. I don't need to use them again. Even though they're toggles, they're just going to get eaten by briars. What's the point of this? What's the point of that? Why would any of this matter? Sure, it's a briar hiding spot, but so what? That doesn't help anything. Hiding in there just means I die. So do I wait or do I use this now? I wait because I still need those roaches to come out of there. Okay, so get all roaches. Let's do this one now. Sure, trapdoor is dropped. That'll slow down the briars some more. If I don't break these, then briars will have less room to spread out and it'll be worse. So I do want to break those. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Although... No, that doesn't make that pruning any less effective. That's fine. Okay. Okay. Everything's open except this. That needs to open with that, and... Now, wait a minute. That was a pressure plate I didn't understand how to press. Other than maybe with a decoy. Right, so that's a use for this decoy potion. Oh, but that has to happen after I'm in there? No, that's impossible. With the route that I'm using here. Okay. So I have a routing error somehow. If I've done that, I still don't get the point of this other than, well, yes I do. It accelerates the growth of that if that touches it from some direction. This is for pruning that, but why would I mess with these? I guess it's time to use that orb. Like, I'm not waiting for any more roaches from this queen, so that's fine. If I did that... If I did that, it does a bunch of stuff. But there's just no way I'm holding down this plate. So it seems like that's supposed to be a roach, but that also seems completely impossible. Because I'm going to be on the east. I can't get a roach to go vertically or to the west here. So what's going to go over this plate? I can prune that briar with a bomb and it doesn't help anything. I can step on that, which did nothing useful. Pruning it with a bomb has done nothing useful. I can prune it with a bomb here. I can toggle that again if I want, which I do want. It has to grow back there, so pruning it with that bomb was not particularly helpful. This roach is stuck forever. Unless I were to do this. That's a way for that not to be stuck forever. Bomb gets erased, so I have to use it. Okay. So that's accomplished a lot of... Wait. Okay, the way I exit after having done this is with the clone. Got it. So I've accomplished a lot of my goals. The problem is that okay, so I see what the point of this is. This is a place for Bithro to hide, to just survive for long enough for the clone to... for the room to finish itself, for the clone to be able to do its job. The thing I need to understand now is how this pressure plate ever gets pressed by anything. Like... okay, so... yes, I can prune that part of the briars. But nobody can get over there. Like, Bithro can't walk there manually because pit's in the way, and this is all just solid wall. There's nothing traversable here. I can't get rid of these briars to walk through here. That's a pit, that's a wall. Clone is surrounded by walls. So the only things that could possibly press that plate are briars, which are blocked by force arrows, and hot tile, and walls, all completely surrounding, so it is impossible for briars to get in there. These arrows are not toggleable. So it would have to be a roach. It can't be the roach queen, she's on a force arrow. So are you telling me I need to grow these briars in such a way as to allow a roach to slide to the north all the way in here? That sounds horrendous, but it seems to be the only possibility. Because if briars aren't going there, Bithro's not going there, Clone's not going there, nobody else has access to that section, then it absolutely has to be a roach. And the only way a roach is getting in there is with briars blocking very specific... Okay, so a nice thing is that I can use this orb to just clear briars off this section whenever I want to. I see why I'm going to need every turn I can get to get up here. Okay, so that's my task. Somehow make a roach... Oh, also, well, no, if a roach gets here, it is killable with those briars. That is possible. And I think that's unavoidable. Like, a roach is going to be here, no matter what I do. So, I'm not under any kind of time pressure now. What are the advantages and disadvantages of doing this immediately? I see no downside. I see no downside, and in fact, so there's a downside to doing more than one, in that this roach would get there and then die, and I don't want that to happen too early because of what? What is the reason I don't want this roach to die now? Because of this. But I could totally do that from here, couldn't I? No, because I can't guide a roach in there from here. Okay, fine. So I want to do it exactly once here now. It really does not matter which one of these is going in there. I have so much time waiting for briars to grow. I have just pretty much all the time in the world to guide roaches around. Now. So a very important roach needs to go up here. It needs to be timed together with this, and the way these doors open so that these briars grow inward, one here and one here. So that means those need to be closed while these are open and briars are fully grown in there. What closes this? That does. I don't want that until briars have fully covered. Oh dear. Okay, so briars need to grow down this path exactly to here. Or here is also acceptable. And then something. And then something. Now, I do have some time pressure on this. I kind of need... I don't want those open. I don't ever want to use these 2 orbs. Avoid those 2 orbs completely. But I do want to use these. No, I don't, do I? I might. There's no harm in doing this. That is completely fine. The only potential harm is in slowing down this briar, which I don't think is a bad thing right now. Alright, progress is being made, vaguely. What is my next action? So like I said, these need to grow all the way in here to there or there. I then need to use this orb, which is going to close those, which means the roach needs to already be out, and all of these need to... Okay, so my next action is just to do these. In doing those, this roach needs to move east 1. There is no reason I cannot do this right now, I believe. Yeah, there is. Yeah, there is. That can't happen until last. Okay, because that closes this. That's my problem. Okay, so don't let that roach there. It needs to sit exactly here for a while. Okay. Alright, roach is positioned correctly. All the rest of this is fine. I think I can just kind of wait this out for a bit. I can't close these. Well, I can't close this anymore. And if I'm ever going to open this, I need to do it soon. I see little reason not to do that. That's all fine. If I'm ever going to do that, I need to have done it 1 turn earlier. Okay. Fine. So that's done. Now what? Now I do this. Oh, those needed to have opened way earlier. Like, way earlier. So those are actually kind of my top priority. I need to get those going immediately. And that's a higher priority even than this orb here. Because that does not get erased by briars that quickly. I think I do actually just want this. Like, exactly that. Should be okay. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way, because it's out of the way. In the other sense of that phrase. Ooh. How do I manage these two? Those need to be opened at a very specific time, timed in concert with this bomb fuse and wherever the roach is here. Oh boy. Well, I can control the roach's vertical position easily enough with Beathrost's position. These doors are all fine. Those are fine. That opens with that. That can happen as late as it needs to. Omtlik will do that. That's gonna do whatever. I don't really care. What do I currently care about? These 2 pressure plates. Okay, that's that one. And the other one, is there any action I need to take while that's happening? No. You need to lay 2 more eggs, and then I'm going to... Ooh. Well, I can't do that too early. Okay, after you've laid 2 more eggs, one of which goes here, the other of which goes, where? Ooh, oh boy, this last egg is going to be super problematic. Alright, well, let's at least do this much. And now the hard part. Everything needs to be timed together just perfectly. So how many turns do I get on this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 25 turns later, the bomb goes off. So Roach can be no farther north than this. Okay. Those need to be open. Actually, those could have been open earlier, and I could have closed them back down once I'd gotten Briars there, and there. There's no reason I can't just do that now. As far as I know. Okay, getting somewhere. That's good. Those are in great places. These will be erased by this door closing when that happens. Now, when that happens, these Briars are going to need places to expand, or at least pits to expand into, so that they will be growing for long enough for a Roach to make its way all the way up there. And that's going to have to be timed trickily. Alright, well, I guess I'm as ready for that as I'm going to get. There's no reason these would ever need to open, as far as I can see so far. The reason this exists is so Beether can step here and guide the Roach all the way up there. So I have to step on that and get... Okay, so that has no other side effects. I could step on it right now. Sure. I'll step on it right now. So. Actions I need to take. At some point in some order, I need to use this orb. After a Roach egg has been laid and is at least there. Oh, yikes. And light the bomb fuse and step up here. Kinda. Well, I need to hit this orb twice. So that has to be timed with the... This orb has to be timed with the bomb fuse and with Roach eggs being laid. That sounds horrible. This is going to suck. Like, this is not going to work in the first try. I appreciate what you're trying to do, but it just isn't going to do the job. There's a hot tile there, that's fine. Like, if I just did this... Oh, well, first of all, I've done that too early. If I just did that... That works surprisingly well. Oh, wait. This is not... I don't have to time this with anything. I can just wait here. Oh, shoot. Okay, so I do have to wait a little longer. One more growth will be fine. Okay. Roach has used that pressure plate. Good job, Roach. These two will die due to those Briars. This will die when I step over there. Antlik will die when you step... Okay, when you step there, that will open. Briars grow 3 more times. That opens. Am I done? What's the decoy for? Well, I can use the Conquer token. I can step there, which closes that. That's not what I want to do. What's the decoy for? Like, can I not just wait here for a moment? That's clear. Switch to clone. Get out and I'm done. What was the decoy potion for? Well, I did it. I did not use all the elements in the room, and I felt like it... Something fell apart at the end there. Let's look at a demo! Doom! How do you do it? 195 moves. You don't wait for a lot of Briar growth at all, huh? Like, I guess that's some. Alright, go a little faster. So sure, you do that as early as possible. Uh-huh, this makes sense. It's so awkward looking when I step forward and I just don't get any animation when things move around. You did that already before doing those. So is there anything fundamentally different about your solution? It looks like there's going to be. Oh, so you allow that to make stuff grow faster. Are you just not going to bother with this at all? Well, you have to step on the conquer token. So how are you going to press that plate, Doom? That's what I want to know. Show me what you're planning to do. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's some coordination. So still not using the decoy potion. Okay, well, I guess there must be some solution that uses it. I don't know what that is. Anyway, well, so that is this hold complete. Now hang on. I'm going to step on a checkpoint just to be sure that gets properly saved. This one will do. Restore screen is not what I want. Change location is what I want. So I think this percentage that comes up here is actually... I may need someone to explain to me what this means exactly. I completed... I think it was the City Beneath with... And this percentage was my secret completion percentage. Does this... If I have 100% here, does it necessarily mean I have seen and done everything there is to see and do in the hold? Or is this some lesser measure of progress, like secret completion, that might mean I've actually missed something somewhere? That is my question. Anyway, so this was a fantastic hold. I had a great time with it. I mentioned last time that it's tied with Perfection right now for my favorite Smite Master selection of the ones that I've played. So that marks the end of the story order Smite Master selections. There are still a whole bunch more. Not restore, keep going there. So that's all of the story between Journey to Rooted Hold and the City Beneath, and between the City Beneath and the Second Sky. Flood Warning is a Smite Master selection, kinda, sorta. It's the same sort of thing. That takes place actually before Journey to Rooted Hold, I believe. But in any case, so there are all these, which are not a part of the story. They're just their own standalone things. So since I played these in story order, I've decided what I'm actually going to do for these is to play them in release order. So that would start with the choice and end with complex, which is supposedly extremely hard. So that's going to be fun. Yeah, that'll be the last one of these that I do. So let's see. So the choice... Half has a bad day, I think. Be through in the Secret Society. Oh, right. Master Lock's Expert. I'll do that someday. Maybe after all these. Or maybe... I don't know. I'll figure out a time to do that. Smite Mastery 101. It's extremely easy, so that'll just go by in no time. One thing I'm happy about with these is I'll probably get to hear the old Beathra voice again, which I like a lot. Yeah, anyway, so I will see you next time for the non-story Smite Master selections, starting with the choice. And that ought to be a good time. See you then!